We're going to make a burger today, but not just any burger, French onion soup burgers. Now the key to this recipe is the caramelized onions. Let's get started. First thing we're going to do is fry up the bacon. I've got 2 sweet onions here. I cut the ends off, peeled them of course. Now all I'm going to do is make some thin slices, just like this. This doesn't take any time at all. You just want them kind of thin. We just about got this last onion all sliced up. All right, so we've got our onions all sliced up here. Let me move them to the side. And then we're going to drain off all of this bacon grease except about 2 tablespoons. Now to this grease, I'm going to add about 3 tablespoons of butter. Now I'm going to put this burner on medium-low. Then we're just going to start sprinkling those onions in here. And there's the rest of our onions. Just want to saute these onions up. Get that butter all nice and melted. Get them coated in that bacon grease. Then I got about a teaspoon of kosher salt. That salt will actually help those onions caramelize. Get it all mixed in. Butter's all melted in. Bacon grease is all over them. I'm going to put this lid on them. This will help speed it up a little bit. It's going to take 18, 20, 22 minutes to caramelize these onions. Personally, I like to go slow versus trying to cook them too quick and possibly burning them. Now, while those onions are cooking, I've got a pound of ground beef. This is just regular. This happens to be Publix onion soup mix. Just want to pour this in here and mix it into this ground beef. All right, so we've got this mixed in pretty well. Now we're going to make our burgers. Just want to kind of separate it in even amounts. We're going to make, I think we should make 3 burgers. That way they can be bigger. Otherwise it'll just be like a 1/4 pound each. I like a big burger. Okay. There we go. Now I'm just going to form them into patties. You don't want to overwork the ground beef. I just like to put a little dent in the top. It helps them to stay flat when they cook instead of rounding up. We got our 3rd burger here. It's a little bit bigger than the other ones, but I think it'll be just fine. Get a little dent in it. Now let's get back over to those onions. It's been about 10 or 12 minutes. Let's have a look. Get this lid off. They're starting to look pretty darn good. We'll just let them keep cooking down. Get this lid back on. Now you can put some salt and pepper on these if you want. I'm going to use this Virginia Coastal Premium Steak Rub. I really like it on burgers and steaks. You could just sprinkle some salt and pepper on these if you so wanted. All right, I'm going to turn them over and be kind of gentle here. Get the back sides. Not going to worry about too much about the sides of them. Now let's check on those onions. Let's get the lid off. You can see they're cooking down. Still got a ways to go. Hope you can see this. I just cut that 6 strips of bacon. You know, the strip of bacon's like this. I just cut the strips across, right, that we made earlier. We're going to put this bacon in here. I've got this pellet grill set on 400 degrees. We're almost there, and I'm using apple pellets. I didn't time it. We're around 22, 23 minutes. Let me get this lid off. Oh, look at the color. It really darkened up. And you can see most of the moisture, liquid, is evaporated. Now be careful. This pan is hot. I'm going to put in just a little bourbon, Kentucky bourbon. You don't want to use bourbon. You can use beef broth. This will add some flavor to these onions. A little bit more liquid. Because now's the time to put those burgers on, and that'll should give us enough liquid to keep cooking down so that those onions don't stick while we're cooking these burgers. We'll turn it down as low as I can keep this burner now, just to keep these onions warm. Keep a little liquid in there so that they don't stick to our pan. Let me get this lid open. There's 1, 2, 3. I don't know what happened, but my pellet grill shut down. So I had to put them over here on the good old faithful Kamado. These burgers are getting close. Gonna flip them over. Now I've got Havarti cheese. Use your favorite. This is sliced thin. I'm going to need to move these burgers. I can see there's a flame up down below. But I'm going to put 2 pieces on each one. And like I say, as soon as I get the cheese on, I'm going to have to move these guys because it is flaring up. Got an onion bun here I'm going to put on. For you keto folks, it's a keto pita. I think that pita is like 2 or 3 net carbs. Cheese is getting good and melty on these burgers. I'm going to cook them up about medium. I think they're probably about done. A little flare up here. Let me move that over. Let's get this bun off. Better flip this guy over. Get our burger off. Last one. I'm going to lay down a little bit of this boar's head delicatessen style mustard on the bottom. You can see I'm almost out. And I'm going to come in with that burger, that cheese all melty. And then I've got those caramelized onions. I'll tell you, smells incredible. Let's get just a few more on there. I don't think we can have too many of those. Get our onion bun top on, and there you have one French onion soup burger. Now for my keto friends there we have our pita. There's our burger. Let's lay down some mustard. I tell you, this is going to be the last squeeze of this one. And then we've got those caramelized onions for this one as well. And then what I'm thinking, we'll just squeeze that bad boy up like so. It's going to be messy, but we're going to eat it. Here we go. Onions are to die for. One of the best burgers I've made in a really long time. You have got to try this one out. If you like this video, I've got 2 more burger recipes right down below.